Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Millennium Stadium as Rugby League gets underway for Featherstone Rovers in 2022. Now, it may seem like a lifetime ago, but it's only 98 days ago since Featherstone competed in that £1 million game against Toulouse Olympique, ultimately going down 34 points to 12. But within a new era, the 34th post-war coach of Featherstone Rovers is Brian McDermott. And Brian's side will be out there today testing themselves for the first time to see if they can go that one step further than they did in 2021. I'm Martin Overton. You're listening on and watching on Rovers TV. It's great to have you with us all around the world. And let's have a look at the teams who will play this pre-season friendly out today between Featherstone Rovers and our friends and near neighbours, the Leeds Rhinos. Featherstone Rovers will line up at fullback with Craig Hall. On the wing will be Luke Briscoe, last played for Featherstone in 2020, re-signed from the Rhinos for this season, and on the other wing, the familiar Gareth Gale. The centre pairing will be Josh Hardcastle and a return to the club for Ben Helliwell, last playing in the blue and white in 2013. Stand-off pairing is Tom Holmes, and making his first Featherstone Rovers appearance this afternoon, although he is a Featherstone lad, is Morgan Smith. In the front row, Craig Kopchak, Matty Wilde and James Lockwood captains the side from the prop forward position. Matty Wilde, of course, also another player who's returning to Rovers, having last played for us in 2018. Second rowers, Junior Moores, and a big new signing, first appearance for Jesse Seni-Lefeo. Jack Bussey is a loose forward. Interchanges for Rovers this afternoon: Connor Jones, John Davis, Kyle Trout, who returns to the club, Brett Ferris, Luke Cooper, Callum Field, a first appearance for Bailey Gill and Louis McConnell. The Leeds Rhinos side this afternoon: at fullback will be Richie Myler, on the wings Liam Tyndall and Jack Broadbent, Tom Briscoe and Harry Newman are the centres, a standout half-back pairing of Blake Austin and Aidan Cesar, Mikolecki, Cruz Leeming and Zane Tativanu in a very experienced front row, Morgan Gannon, Reece Martin in the second row, and Cameron Smith, the loose forward. Plenty of interchanges for the Rhinos as well. Brad Dwyer, Thomas Allroyd, Alex Miller, Bodine Thompson, Sam Walters, Jared O'Connor, Muiz Mustafa, Max Simpson, Levi Edwards, Ollie Field and Jack Sinfield. So of course there are many familiar faces to each other on both sides. The Briscoe brothers play against each other, of course, always an interesting outing when we see that on a rugby league field. And around 8 of these Leeds Rhinos players have played for Featherstone Rovers on dual registration in the past. Harry Newman, Jack Broadbent, Mikolecki, Cameron Smith, Brad Dwyer, Tom Allroyd, Jared O'Connor and Muiz Mustafa. And I'm sure many of them may represent Featherstone Rovers this season as well, as that dual registration agreement is reignited between the two clubs. We're going to pause for a minute's silence for all friends who have left us since the end of last season. In memory of absent friends, certainly from the game of rugby league and mostly to Featherstone Rovers and today's visitors, Leeds Rhinos. The minute silence once again will commence and finish on the referee's whistle. So here we go then. It's Featherstone Rovers versus Leeds Rhinos, the first pre-season outing of 2022. A new era for Brian McDermott's side. Can Featherstone Rovers go one further than they did last year? We will see as the season unfolds. But for this afternoon, let's enjoy this spectacle of Featherstone Rovers versus Leeds Rhinos. It's going to be Leeds Rhinos to kick off, playing a right to left up the slope at the Millennium Stadium here, Post Office Road, Featherstone. It's Blake Austin, one of those superstar artefacts recently signed for the Rhinos from the Warrington Wolves, of course, who gets the game underway. And the first man to touch the ball for Featherstone Rovers is Tom Holmes. He hands it off to Kopchak. Kopchak drives it forward out to the 20. He's met with some robust Leeds Rhinos defence, but Kopchak will play the ball there, 20 metres out from his own line, 15 metres in from the far touchline side. Junior Moore's the next to carry the ball forwards. Wildy is the dummy half on the return to his club. Little bit of a juggle by captain James Lockwood, but he holds on securely. But Rovers finding metres tough to gain. 3 plays gone and just 5 metres on the play since that first tackle. Here's Jack Bussey, puts his head down and takes the tackle from Reece Martin from the Rhinos, and Tativano. Rovers work it to the right channel. It's a first touch on his first appearance for Jesse Senilifeo. 100 games for Castleford Tigers, representing Featherstone Rovers in the blue and white now. Kick goes back to Tom Holmes. He kicks downfield, and it's a high kick. It's a deep kick, but it's pretty well taken there by the Rhinos, who return it to the 20-metre line. And Captain Lockwood, helped out by front row partner Kopchak, is first to the tackle. Leeming's the dummy half for the Rhinos. Rhinos are up to within 15 metres of the halfway line now as they play the ball. It's taken further forward by Briscoe, Tom Briscoe, of course. Cruz Leeming the dummy half once more. Brings it out to the left-hand side of the field. Reese Martin, but it's a strong tackle on him by Seni Lefeo. That's what the Rovers fans will want to see. Helped out by Morgan Smith. Two players making their first appearance in Rovers shirts this afternoon and doing some robust work in defence there. Mikulecki just skips out of a Junior Moore's tackle, and he's held up though by Wildy. It's the fifth and last play for the Rhinos. Ball comes to Cesar. He kicks it high to that far corner. Gareth Gale's underneath it. Gareth Gale takes it very well before the Leeds tacklers get there. They push him towards touch. That's good work from the Rhinos, you have to say. But Gareth Gale did all he could, really. He took that high ball from Cesar out of the air, and he just had no answer as 5 Rhinos, led by the charge of Harry Newman, bundle the Rovers wingman into touch. And it's going to be a turnover with the ball going to the Rhinos, and they've opted to take this play from the centre of the field, and they're just 15 metres away from the Featherstone Rovers line. 0-0. 2.5 minutes of the game gone. Cam Smith is going to play the ball for the Rhinos. Leeming's the dummy half. Full set to play with here as Rovers get off the line and put some defence in. Kopchak first to the tackle, helped out by Junior Moore. 10 metres away are the Rhinos. Some strong defensive tests for Featherstone Rovers early in this game. Ball comes to Alecki. Alecki's brought down 5 metres away in front of those posts. Brought down by Lockwood. Cesar's got the ball in hand now. He gets it out the back to Myler, and then it comes out to the centre position. I think Tom Briscoe, and Tom Briscoe, he's reached out for the line, and I think he's lost control of that ball as he tries to ground it. So great work from the Featherstone Rovers defence there. It was Josh Hardcastle with the tackle, and it was the brother Luke Briscoe who got underneath Tom, his elder brother, to dislodge that ball, and that's great defensive efforts from Featherstone Rovers early in this game. Now Rovers need to try and bring it away from their own line. First drive is from Helliwell. He gets out to the 16-metre mark. Now it's Hardcastle. You just can't keep Hardcastle out of the side. New coaches come, new old coaches go. Hardcastle, he seems to be an ever-present. He works hard in training, always gets into the coach's thoughts when it comes to picking their first Featherstone Rovers side. Bussey gets the ball away to Jesse Seni Lefeo. Rovers are almost 40 metres now away from their own line, so it's pretty good metres gained on this set. Of course, these lineups will differ as the game goes on. Wildy makes a good 12 metres, gets up to the halfway line. It's fifth and last tackle for Featherstone Rovers. Bussey's in at first receiver. He hands it on to Tom Holmes. That slows the play down a little bit, but Holmes gets the kick away, and it goes back to collect that ball to the Rhinos, and then the Rovers chase is good. Broadbent it was, a man who we might see possibly at Featherstone Rovers as part of that dual registration agreement later in the season. There's the other winger, Tyndall, and now it's brought out, but this is good Featherstone Rovers defence. The forward, Bussey, Kopchak, Lockwood getting through a lot of work and restricting the metres from the Rhinos. Tatavano, he takes it forwards, but Leeds still only on their own 30-metre area. They're up to the 40-metre area now with Blake Austin, but it's good Rovers defence. That's fifth and last tackle, and Rovers have restricted the Rhinos to their 40-metre area. Brilliant work from Featherstone Rovers in defence as the kick comes down field. Bounces in front of Craig Hall awkwardly. He has to stoop, picks the ball up, and that allows time for the chasers to get to him, Alecki and Cam Smith. But it's a quick play, the ball, and Luke Briscoe benefits from that unstructured marker defence, and he gets Rovers forward out of their own 30-metre area. So good metres this from Rovers as Gareth Gale on 3 tackles takes Featherstone Rovers out of the 40-metre area. All the play in the middle of the field, and it continues to be so as Craig Kopchak takes Featherstone up to the halfway line. You're listening on Rovers TV in this new season. 6 minutes of the game played. Still await the first score as Seni Lefeo has been heavily involved on his first start for Featherstone Rovers. Carries the ball robustly into the Leeds 40. It's the fifth and last. The ball comes to Morgan Smith wearing those distinctive yellow boots. He puts it high. Richie Myler takes it at the back, hands it on to Tyndall, I think it is. He's wearing the number 5 shirt. 29 on the list, but I assume that's Tyndall playing on the left wing. And that's a good tackle by Hardcastle. Briscoe, Tom Briscoe, bringing it away. But again, the Featherstone Rovers defence is strong. This is a good start to this game from Brian McDermott's men. Tetevano takes it forward. But he's met by Wildy, by Bussey, and by James Captain Lockwood, who's just getting through a mammoth amount of work in these early stages. The Rhinos now put the ball through hands. It goes through the halfbacks and it goes to Harry Newman. He's a danger man, he's a live wire. He skips out of a tackle from Tom Holmes, but then Rovers get back and Gareth Gale brings him to ground, and it's fifth and last for the Rhinos. They're 30 metres away as Austin dabs the kick through towards the post, but good positioning by Luke Briscoe, wrapping around at the back. The ex-Rhino returning to Rovers, doing some damage there as he almost ducked under two attempted Rhinos tacklers. Gareth Gale gets a quick play the ball, and Rovers looking to get on with it quickly. Gale takes it forwards and out of the 30-metre area. This is good from Featherstone Rovers. Wildy's the dummy half, hands the ball to Josh Hardcastle. Hardcastle out of the 40, again a good 12, 13, 14 metres gained, and almost at the halfway line is Hardcastle before he's hauled to the ground by Cam Smith and Tetevano. And now Rovers put it through hands, two hands at least, and then it goes to Lockwood and he settles things down. Fifth and last tackle for Featherstone Rovers. What have we got at the end of the set here? The ball goes to Tom Holmes and then on to Morgan Smith. So they like to kick from the second receiver, seems to be something that they're doing in these early stages from McDermott, but the ball is dropped there. The man wearing number 5, who I think is Liam Tyndall, has dropped that kick, and Featherstone Rovers will have a great opportunity here because they'll get possession turned over just 10 metres from the Rhinos line. Again, they opt to take the restart. Still no scrum, so it's a play the ball restart, and they opt to take it in the middle of the field, 10 metres away. What have Rovers got here? Can they strike first? Kopchak, the first to charge into the Rhinos line. Brought down just 3 metres short of that Rhinos line. Wildy gets the ball to Tom Holmes. Out the back it goes. There's a high shot on Morgan Smith, and it's enough to prevent Morgan Smith getting to the line, but it'll be a penalty to Featherstone Rovers. Well, he's a hooker or a halfback, he's Morgan Smith, but he came on at second receiver there like a second row forward and really challenged the Rhinos. And he's just clearing his head, is Morgan Smith, and Rovers will restart again. Touch judges on, and the officials, Scott Michalowskis is the referee today. They are conferring, and unbelievably the touch judges told him it was an head-eye tackle that everybody in the ground could see. Here's Lockwood. So Rovers with a new set. One tackle gone. 3 metres away from the Rhinos line, and that set is wiped clean again. And then on the charge in the shape of Junior Moores. Moores is over the line. 4 Rhinos players hold him up, and Rovers will be brought back 10 metres to play the ball again. But this is a really, really positive start from Featherstone Rovers. 10 minutes played, no score, but it's Rovers currently asking the questions, camped on that Rhinos line at the Post Office Road end of this ground. Holmes, oh, there's a mistake though, the ball goes to ground and it's picked up by Aidan Caesar, and so that pressure from Featherstone Rovers leads to nothing ultimately, but it has been a terrific start to the game, and now Rovers are caught offside, so the Rhinos will be able to clear the decks by putting the first phase of the penalty down into touch. It's going to be Blake Austin to kick the ball downfield, and the Rhinos will start 5 metres inside their own half of the field. Tom Briscoe taps the ball through the hands of Austin and eventually finds its way to Zane Tetevano. He's well met though by 3 Featherstone Rovers defenders. That man Lockwood again, Wildy and Bussey. Plays the ball on the halfway line. Just juggled it as he played that ball actually, but okay, say the officials. And Cameron Smith takes the tackle, and only a couple of metres gained on the play. Tetevano again, he's getting through a lot of work in the early stages for the Rhinos. But Rovers handling the former New Zealand international very, very well. Here's Rhys Martin though, the Papua New Guinean, who is charging into the Rovers 20, and Featherstone Rovers have given a penalty away again here. So shoulder charge, I think it was Jesse Seni-Lefeo earlier in the phase who's committed that infringement, and anyway, so Scott Michalowskis signalled a shoulder charge. The penalty goes to the Rhinos, and they are 22 metres away from the Featherstone Rovers line. Rhys Martin with the first drive. Cruz Leeming's the dummy half. He goes to the middle of the field. Cesar gets it onto Austin. Out wide it goes, through the hands of Richie Mile. That's brilliant defence out wide from Rovers though. Harry Newman came steaming onto the ball and he hit the blue wall. You are the blue wall listening to this. And the blue wall are out there on the field defending their hearts out for Featherstone Rovers. And defend they have done in this first 12 minutes, because we are still 0-0 as Featherstone Rovers play the local Super League dream team from the Rhinos. But here goes Richie Myler, and he's within a couple of metres of the line as Jesse Senilafeo brings him to ground. Leeds move it back towards the middle of the field and then spread it again through those halfbacks. This time Newman can't take the ball in. Those skills just eluding him early on in the season, and Featherstone Rovers again have defended well. They've snuffed out that danger and they have turned the ball over and will restart 10 metres from their own line in that now familiar central field position. It's a slow play the ball, but it comes now, and here is Hardcastle. Hardcastle out of the 20. Plays it to Wieldy. Central field position for Rovers. They go right this time. First receiver is Luke Briscoe. Briscoe makes it up to the 30. 3 Rhinos players bring him to ground. But he doesn't go to ground. He stays up. That means a quick play the ball that Wieldy tries to benefit from. His opposite position though, Cruz Leeming, he was alert to it, rags Wieldy to the ground, but then Morgan Smith gets us underway. Senilafeo bounces off the chest of Rhys Martin, sets off the other way. This is what we're going to see from Jesse Senilafeo. He's going to become a crowd favourite, believe me. Rovers get a rush kick away from Craig Hall, and so no mistakes this time from the Leeds Rhinos defenders, although Liam Tyndall, he didn't really want that when he looked up and saw the big forwards in front of him, and then he's pushed back 10 metres. Bussey and Kopchak, excellent work, and as I say, the Leeds Rhinos young wingman, he looked up, he saw that blue wall in front of him and he thought ouch before they'd even hit him. Now it's the Harry Newman to carry the ball forward for the Rhinos. Plays it to Leeming. Here's Briscoe. Notably playing in the centre this afternoon, Tom Briscoe, not on the wing. Richard Agar may be trying a few new things out for his side as Cameron Smith takes the ball into the Rovers 40. It's the 5th and last though. Good defence again from Featherstone Rovers. Cesar kicks high. Who's underneath this for Rovers? It's Briscoe. He takes control, catches it without any problems at all, sets off, uses some footwork at the line, but Aledzki reads that and brings Luke Briscoe to ground. Rovers are off again, and it's Gareth Gale making good meters this time. He's lost the ball though in contact, so Rovers have given possession up, so they're going to have to defend again because Leeds Rhinos have a new set just 18 metres from the Rovers line, and Austin goes down the right side. Addy Newman with some great footwork, but there's a hand in there. Well done, Ben Helliwell, because a Rovers defender slipped. Newman was trying to dance around him, and it was 2-on-1 on that far side, and Helliwell just managed to stick out a big left paw and knock that ball forwards. So the restart will come in central field position again. Just over 15 minutes gone. Still await the first score of the 2022 season. Rhys Martin plays it 10 metres away. Tetivano, again great work from Lockwood and Bussey and Wieldy. 3 names I've mentioned a lot in the first part of this game. Myler gets the ball away, and the Rhinos will go in for their first try. It is Tom Briscoe. That's been where the danger has been coming from, and there's a bit of a mismatch. Morgan Smith on Tom Briscoe, and a big centre for the Rhinos. Won that battle. He got the ball down, having received a pretty simple pass from Cesar, and it's just those back-to-back sets that told for Featherstone Rovers. But the defence has been very, very good in the first 16 minutes, but it was breached there on that 16th minute as Tom Briscoe opens the scoring for the Leeds Rhinos. So it'll be Rhys Martin, the kicker for the Rhinos. Most of the Featherstone Rovers squad will get a run out today. The exceptions being Brandon Pickersgill, who I think has a little bit of a niggle. Of course, Joey Lelua, who I don't think is in the country yet, but what a signing he is for Featherstone Rovers. Dane Chisholm, of course, serving a suspension. And the only other man not in the side today is Jacob Doyle that is in the squad. Everyone else will get a run out for the Rovers. 3 players making their first appearance for the club. We can't call it a debut because this isn't a competitive game, of course. But Morgan Smith, Jesse Senilifeo and Bailey Gill, should we see him later in the game, will make their first appearance for the Rovers. Rhys Martin is successful with the conversion. And so after 18 minutes here at the Millennium Stadium, it's Leeds Rhinos 6, it's Featherstone Rovers 0, Leeds Rhinos 6. Rovers restart. Here's Tativano to return for the Rhinos. Looked like a possible another shoulder charge there, but this time Rovers get away with it. Tativano plays the ball on his own 20-metre line. Cameron Smith steps out of one attempted Rovers tackle, but there's 3 more men there to bring him down. Led once again by Lockwood and Seni Lefeo. Kicking early in the tackle count, Cruz Leeming looking for a 40-20. He was just inside the 40. It's not going to go to that touchline sign, but the chase is good by Harry Newman, but the positioning also very good by Craig Hall, who takes that ball and wants to get a quick play. The ball was all sorts of interference there. Referee Mr. Mikulauskis lets play go on, but it wasn't the cleanest play the ball I've ever seen. And now we get a better one, and it's Ben Elliwell to bring it forwards for Featherstone Rovers. Holmes at dummy half, gives the ball to Junior Moores. He runs straight over the top of Blake Austin and gets a penalty as well, because the Rhinos ripped the ball out. So good work from Junior Moores. He was just too much of a handful there for the Leeds Rhinos half-back. And so Rovers get the penalty. And Craig Hall puts the first phase of that penalty into touch. And Rovers will begin on the Rhinos 40-metre line. 6-0, the Rovers trail. Almost a quarter of this game gone, but they're in good field position here as they start a new set, just 40 metres away from the Rhinos line. Ball comes to the middle of the field. Only 4 or 5 metres made on the play, but Rovers were keen to shift the position of the play to the centre of the field, and that's where Lockwood took the tackle, but they go back the other way now, and then coming against the grain is Junior Moores. Back on the inside, he's a real handful. He's really causing problems there for Mikolaj Alecki and Cameron Smith, and Moores plays the ball just 16 metres away. Here's Bussey into the hands of Morgan Smith. Smith onto Hall. Briscoe, he slipped, so he did well to take that ball, and that's why he just has to take the tackle 20 metres away from the Rhinos line. Tight on this near touchline side. The ball's back in the middle of the field again though, with Lockwood once more. Smith and Alecki complete the tackle, but Lockwood plays the ball, and here's Bussey. Rovers just 15 metres away as they work the ball out wide. He read that well though, did Harry Newman. He was up in the face of Craig Hall, and so the ball is turned over, and it's Broadbent who brings it away for the Rhinos. So just some early season handling errors. There's been a couple by both sides actually, but that's what you expect in these first hit outs of the season. The guys are physical, the defence is good, the coaches are looking for patterns and plays, and maybe the ball in handwork and some of those handling skills are not quite defined to the level they'd like them to be. Lockwood had a tremendous first stint, brings Smith down there right in the middle of the field, but Leeds get the play going quickly with Cruz Leeming. He juggles that ball actually, but he manages to keep hold of it under attention from Seni Lefeo and Helliwell. Cesar with ball in hand comes out to the left centre position. Briscoe again, he's been the danger man so far. And Richie Myler is in at dummy half now. The Rhinos 20 metres away from the Rovers line. Ball's in the middle of the field, but working it out towards the right channel. It's back in the hands of Newman, who tries to get the ball away quickly to his wingman. But he was a little bit too quick, and he's maybe trying a little bit too much, is Harry Newman, but Rovers are dealing with him so far. But he is an electric player. He's certainly one that Featherstone Rovers defence has to keep a tight eye on this afternoon. So Rovers, after that mistake, again opt to take the restart in the centre of the field, 10 metres away underneath their own posts. And that's where they're bringing it away from. It was Hardcastle with the first carry. It's now Luke Briscoe with the second carry. Wildy's at dummy half. His second stint with the club. And Luke Cooper's on the field. He takes the ball in, but Leeds Rhinos are offside, so Featherstone Rovers get the penalty. But it's nice to welcome Luke Choo Choo Cooper, of course, back to the playing field for the 2021 season. One of the longest serving players at the club now. Probably is the longest serving player. He hasn't got the most appearances. That goes to James Lockwood. But he has been, he's a one career club man really, is Luke Cooper. And he's the heart and soul of the culture of Featherstone Rovers. Ball goes to Bussey in the middle of the field, 25 metres away from the Leeds Rhinos line. He'll play it to Wieldy. As another substitute on for Featherstone Rovers, Kyle Trout, a man returning to the club, last played in 2015. He's on the field, he plays the ball. He had to check his run actually, so that he didn't give anything away. But it is Luke Cooper, he's broken the line. It takes a last-ditch Richie Myler tackle to bring him down, but Cooper looks sharp on that run with a bit of good footwork at the line. And now it's the turn of Morgan Smith to try some footwork. He's put on his back unceremoniously, 4 metres away, plays the ball to Wieldy. And then it comes out, but it's well read by the Leeds Rhinos defence. They're up in the face of Jack Bussey, and they bring Bussey down. It's fifth and last for Rovers. It's a poor ball from dummy half though, but Tom Holmes does well with it. He manages to pick it up, gets the kick away, chases up and puts pressure on the Leeds Rhinos defender who had taken the ball in his own in-goal area, and Rovers will get the ball back from a goal line dropout. Wonderful work from Tom Holmes, because the pass to him from the dummy half position was not the best, and he made something of it, chased his own kick, and Broadbent took the ball, and Holmes, with help from Junior Moores, managed to pin him in his own in-goal area. Wonderful work from the Rovers halfback, and only 6-0 Featherstone Rovers trail. We're now into the 25th minute of the game. First substitutes have been made. Kyle Trout's on for Featherstone Rovers, as is this man Luke Cooper, who's carrying the ball forwards now, and good field position for Rovers, because that's just one tackle gone after that drop goal restart, that dropout restart, and Rovers are just 30 metres away now as Kyle Trout takes the ball to the line. Trout plays it to Wieldy. Oh, just give Luke Cooper the big ups, and then he drops the ball under pretty much no pressure, really going for his second drive of the set, and that'll mean that Rovers have to hand the ball over to the Leeds Rhinos, but it's not in too bad an area of the field, is it? 25 metres from the Rhinos line. Tyndall. Cooper making amends with the tackle on him after dropping that ball. Good work from the Rovers front rower, and he almost gets a Ledsky as well. Good work around dummy half position, but then he leaves it to Trout and Moores to complete that tackle. Cam Smith offloads as he hits the line, and some second phase play here for the Rhinos, but Rees Martin can't really make anything of it because Senny Lefeo is up in his face, and you love to see it, don't you? You love to see that ponytail on the top of Jesse Senny Lefeo's head bobbing about as he's putting some aggression into those challenges. Fulsome, wholehearted player, but they broke the line here with Richie Myler. He's got some support on his outside. The ball is bad, but picked up off the ground by Harry Newman, and Harry Newman goes in for the second try of the game. It was some good short ball in the middle of the field that led to that, and that meant that Richie Myler broke the line. He got the ball away, and then further it went on via the ground. You have to say it wasn't the cleanest of tries, but Harry Newman picked it up, and Harry Newman scored the second try of the afternoon for Leeds Rhinos to make the score Featherstone Rovers 0, Leeds Rhinos 10. Take nothing away from this Featherstone Rovers performance so far, though. The defence has been really, really strong. Just getting caught out a little bit on the edges in those centre positions. It's the two Leeds Rhinos centres, Tom Briscoe and Harry Newman, who have crossed for the tries. And now it's Rhys Martin, 5 metres in from that far touchline side, lining up his second conversion attempt of the afternoon. I think he's a good friend of New Brown, one of the 12 players who have departed Featherstone Rovers since last season, of course. New Brown returned to Australia. He's a good friend of Rhys Martin. I believe shared a house together for a while when New first arrived in the country last year. And it's a good kick from New's fellow housemate, because Rhys Martin has kicked the conversion for the Rhinos and makes the score Featherstone Rovers 0, Leeds Rhinos 12. And we have played 28 minutes of this game. Restart from Featherstone Rovers. Oh, what a tackle again by Jesse Senilefeo. Leeds Rhinos man bringing the ball away, and it was a big man as well. It was Zane Tetevano who felt the full force of that Senilefeo challenge, and I think we're going to be saying that a lot this season. And Messi play the ball again, and they get away with it. Here's Cesar, he gets the ball away to Richie Myler, who's looking dangerous, joining from the back, and of course it was him who really created that last try for the Rhinos, but the Rhinos take it back to the middle of the field now, and it's a strong carry by Mikulecki. Wildy and Bussey bring him to ground, just on the halfway line. The Rhinos go down that right-hand side again. Blake Costin takes the tackle, and a good tackle it was too. Tom Holmes and Ben Helliwell. It's the fifth and last. So Leeming kicks from dummy half, drills the ball into touch. But a good rugby all round. A pretty decent set after scoring a try for the Rhinos, and a good defensive set from Featherstone Rovers that'll result in Rovers getting the ball back, because of course still no scrums because of COVID restrictions. So Rovers opt to take the play the ball restart in the centre of the field, 10 metres out from their own line. Gareth Gale with the first carry. Runs into the chest of Morgan Gannon, son of Jim, of course. We have a few ex-great professional players who either have grandsons or sons playing today. Of course, Morgan Smith, his grandfather is the great Peter Smith that everybody from Featherstone Rovers will know. Morgan Gannon, the son of Jim Gannon. Ollie Field, when we see him later on, he's the son of former Featherstone Rovers favourite Jamie Field. And of course, we might see Jack Sinfield, and I think we all know who his father is. Rovers have the ball on the halfway line as Kyle Trout plays it. That's a good flat pass to John Davies, who's on off the bench for Featherstone Rovers. A great offload from Davies under contact. He finds Craig Hall. Hall's brought down 15 metres away. Good quick play of the ball though. And the ball's with Gareth Gale. It's the last tackle though. Oh no, they've got a set restart here at Featherstone Rovers. The Rhinos didn't get back quick enough. So real fortunate break for the Rovers, and just 5 metres away from the line they have a set restart. Not sure Helliwell's going to break through by trying to go down the short side, but he has left men on the floor. And Rovers, great work it was up the middle of the field by John Davis who broke the line. That created the opportunity. The ball went to Craig Hall. He was just hauled down. Hall was hauled down, and then Ben Helliwell had that one dart from dummy half. Harry Newman's just receiving some treatment. He's okay, I think. And then we'll be underway with Helliwell playing the ball. And Featherstone Rovers on the first tackle of the set, or just one tackle gone, I should say, will be starting on that far touchline side, the far corner at the Post Office Road end of the field from this main stand. As we look diagonally across the field, that's where Rovers will be starting, and the crucial thing is they'll be starting just 4 or 5 metres away from the Rhinos line, with a chance to have a full set on that Rhinos line and hopefully register the first points of this game and the first points of 2022. Ball's in the hands of John Davis. Davis is tackled 10 metres away from the Rhinos line. Plays the ball to Wildy. Here's Luke Cooper. Cooper trying to spin out of the tackle. He's brought down just 3 or 4 metres away. Wildy's the dummy half. Tom Holmes. Oh, nice move that. Flat ball to Jack Bussey, and Jack Bussey is over the line. That move had the Rhinos defence completely bamboozled. Jack Bussey it was with the try for Featherstone Rovers. Great work it was from Luke Cooper to set things up. He tried to spin out of that tackle. Then the play the ball came in. Trout run the initial dummy, and then it was a flat ball with Jack Bussey on the shoulder of Tom Holmes, and that was a wonderfully created try. Straight off the training ground, that one, and executed to perfection on the field. Brian McDermott will be happy with that. It's the first points of 2022 for Featherstone Rovers, and those first points have gone to Jack Bussey. So it's Craig Hall, the points machine, with a chance to add the extras. Pretty simple opportunity. 5 metres to the right of the uprights. Puts it through and over the post, no problem. So Rovers are up and running in 2022. Jack Bussey try, converted by Craig Hall. 33 minutes played. It's Featherstone Rovers 6, Leeds Rhinos 12.
Conversion for Featherstone Rovers, sponsored by East Yorkshire Shutters. Make some noise for number 4. Craig Hall.
Just continuing that father and son connection, by the way. There was a couple that I missed. Of course, Jared O'Connor, who we should see a little later on. He is the son of Terry, and when Bailey Gill comes on for Featherstone Rovers, the new recruit from down under. He's signed from McKay Cutters in Australia, but he is the son of former London Broncos star Peter Gill, of course. We're underway again. Here's Cooper returning the ball for Featherstone Rovers. He'll play it 22 metres away from his own line. Gale now takes it forward to the 30. Good first half performance this from the Rovers, and the momentum has kept going as the interchanges have been made as well, and none more so than this man, John Davis. He was pivotal in the break that got Rovers the field position leading up to that try, and he was pivotal there. And here is the try scorer, Jack Bussey, using his strength to fight off 2 or 3 defenders from the Rhinos. Morgan Gannon just didn't have the strength to cope with Bussey there, and the Rhinos generally don't have the strength to cope with Jesse Senni-LaFail, because he moves Rovers on the 5th tackle to within 20 metres. Morgan Smith injects some pace, goes out the back to Carl Hall again, though Rovers just run out of ideas. They were too simple really, as they just passed it through the line and gave Briscoe nowhere to go. He slipped as he took the ball, but it was another good set, a good return set after scoring a try from Featherstone Rovers, and they won't mind turning the ball over just 13 metres from the Rhinos line.
Refreshments are not on sale this afternoon. The World Hygiene Services stand situated behind the goalpost. 3 other stands.
Just have a stoppage in play as player is receiving a little bit of treatment. I think it might be Morgan Smith. As I say, a Featherstone lad, Morgan Smith, who who broke into the first team at Warrington, came from the Warrington system. High hopes for him in the game. He then played for London as well and went to York last year, but he's coming back from a serious knee injury, and it's great that he's signed for Featherstone Rovers. Jesse Senilafeo takes a break, and now we will see Bailey Gill on his first appearance for Rovers. So the man from Australia, signed from McKay Cutters, will make his debut, well, not his full debut, competitive debut, but his first appearance for Featherstone Rovers. Welcome to the club and welcome to the UK, Bailey Gill. So we're about to restart again with Rhys Martin playing the ball, and it's Tom Briscoe bringing it away, but Hardcastle brings him to ground, and the Rhinos pinned in their own 20-metre area. They're out of it now through Rhys Martin, but the Rovers' defence is strong once again. Kyle Trout dominant in that last tackle for Rovers, and he's up helping out again, but it's Bussey doing the majority of the work on that occasion, along with Luke Cooper, to bring Tetivano to ground. Here's Michaletsky. Two front rowers from Leeds doing quite a long stint here. Rovers have changed their starting props, but the Rhinos starting props are still out on the field for Richard Agar's men. Fifth and last tackle. Leeds have only made it to the halfway line. Good defensive set again from Featherstone Rovers as Cesar kicks the ball towards the right-hand side, and it's collected by Bailey Gill, who seems to have come onto the field in the full-back position. Let's see if he stays there. He can play his trade as a half-back as well, can Bailey Gill, but let's just see how Featherstone shape up. He's going into the dummy half position now for this play the ball, and it's played by Gareth Gale to Bailey Gill, and then it's good work from Luke Briscoe, who's looking sharp this afternoon, and makes a good 15 metres there, does Luke Briscoe. Great first half performance this from Featherstone Rovers, who are almost up to the halfway line now. Connor Jones is on the field for Rovers, so really starting to ring the changes, and as Kyle Trout wins the first collision, and then he's brought down, but he's made it up to the Leeds Rhinos 40. It's fifth and last for Featherstone Rovers. Ball's in the hands of Morgan Smith. Oh, he just, that kick rather came off his shin. Didn't get the control he wanted, so it goes out of field on the full. So mistake there from Smith and from Featherstone Rovers. And he knows it. He puts his hand up to apologise to his teammates. So they haven't got the field position that they would want Rhinos to bring it from. And so the Rhinos will bring it from their own 35-metre area. That's a strong run from Brake Austin. He's left two Featherstone Rovers defenders in his wake, and he gets the ball away to Richie Myler. And now suddenly, with just one tackle gone, the Rhinos are up to within 30 metres of the Featherstone Rovers line. Austin gets the ball along the line to Cam Smith. John Davis, he goes low. Trout had gone high. They bring Smith to ground. I'm not sure Smith really liked the tackle, in truth. And Michaletsky won't like that tackle either, because he's put on his back and his wings are clipped, and it slows the play the ball down. But the ball's in the hands of Aidan Cesar now. Again, good defence from Rovers on that far side. Connor Jones this time doing the defensive work. Ball comes to the middle of the field. Tetivano, but he's wrapped up by Jack Bussey. Two men wearing number 13, and I think Jack Bussey has had the better of the performances in this first half, if I'm being honest. Fifth and last for the Rhinos. They're right on the Rovers line. There's danger here as the ball comes free to the wingman, who is free, and Rovers just can't get across. Hardcastle couldn't get across quickly enough. He was hugging the touchline, was the wingman, who I believe to be Liam Tyndall, and that paid dividends because Rovers had moved infield, and by the time Josh Hardcastle saw the danger, he couldn't really do anything about it. All Tyndall had to do was go low, and there was nothing that Hardcastle could do to prevent that try. The third try for the Rhinos, just on the stroke of half-time, scored, we believe, by Liam Tyndall. Rhys Martin is still out there, so it'll be Rhys Martin to continue the kicking duties, though we do have a little pause as we await for a kicking tee to be sent onto the field. Rhinos backroom team not particularly organised there. Just looking down at Brian McDermott underneath me, and I think he'll be relatively pleased with the first half performance from Featherstone Rovers. They are obviously up against a team that he knows well. Of course, he made his coaching name at the Rhinos, becoming the most successful Super League coach ever. So what a fillip for Featherstone Rovers to be able to employ a guy with that experience. It's a good kick from Rhys Martin right from on the touchline side. He is successful with the conversion and makes the score Featherstone Rovers 6, Leeds Rhinos 18. I think maybe the players thought it was going to be half time there. No one was set and back in position for the Rhinos. They are in their positions now as the ball goes on. David Merrick out there with the kicking tee, and a big up to David Merrick. He was swimming, I don't know how far, but a ridiculous distance, a mile a day or something, for many days, couple of months leading up to Christmas, to raise money for Leeds hospitals and motor neurone disease, of course, on the back of all the patronage done by Rob Burrow, of course. Great effort from David Merrick. There the half-time hooter goes, and it'll be a painful first half for Tetivana, who finishes with the ball in hand and gets another rib tickler from Jack Bussey. That's a pretty good first half, that, for Featherstone Rovers. It's early season. It's more about, you know, the coach sending out instructions, looking at systems, looking at platforms from which to play the game, and Rovers have done that pretty well, and particularly in the middle of the field, in the forwards, they have competed and they have defended really well. 18 points to 6 is the half-time score. Scoring was opened on 16 minutes by Tom Briscoe, converted by Martin. In fact, all three Leeds Rhinos tries were converted by Martin. 6 points to 0 it was, and then Leeds scored again on the 27th minute after a break from Richie Myler down the field, and the ball ended up via a poor pass along the ground, but Harry Newman picked it up. Harry Newman, the man, of course, who's played for Featherstone Rovers on dual registration in the past, he scored the try, again converted by Rhys Martin. And then on 33 minutes, a great try from Featherstone Rovers, straight off the training park. And Jack Bussey, after a couple done with runners and good work and a short ball from Tom Holmes around just to the right-hand side of the post, Bussey crashed over. He's had an excellent first half as Jack Bussey for Featherstone Rovers. Carl Hall converted, and then, as you hear, just on the stroke of half-time, the Rhinos got in at the corner through Liam Tyndall, and a good touchline conversion from Rhys Martin. But a good game, a good start to 2022 for Featherstone Rovers. At half-time at the Millennium Stadium, it's Featherstone Rovers 6, Leeds Rhinos 18. Welcome back, ladies and gents. All of those who are listening on Rovers TV, you can actually watch on Rovers TV this second half. We put the stream up live, so if you're still hearing audio only, just refresh your browser, refresh the page, and you should be able to see the pictures as well in this second half. If you could have seen the pictures in the first half, they were pretty good pictures. I hope the commentary came over pretty well, but you'll get full live video and audio coverage of the second half if you do refresh your browsers now. Okay, the teams are coming back onto the field. I think it's pretty much going to be quite a different Leeds Rhinos team in the second half, so I'll do my best to keep you up to date with all the changes, but we'll see how we go there. But certainly from a Featherstone Rovers perspective, I will keep you up to date with who is playing and who is wearing that famous blue and white. Featherstone Rovers are playing from right to left in this second half. It's going to be Craig Hall that gets the half underway. And if you're just returning and rushing back to your seats, I remind you again, if you're listening on Rovers TV and you want the pictures in the second half, just refresh your browser. We've now made the live stream video and audio. We're underway, and it's the Rhinos who bring the ball away from their own area. A robust first drive by one of the new players who's on the field for the second half. I'll come to terms with them as we move on, but I can tell you that from a Featherstone Rovers perspective, that was Ben Helliwell and Kyle Trout involved in the tackle, and a good tackle there from Featherstone Rovers as well. That was Josh Hardcastle around the legs and Ben Helliwell upstairs. Rhinos are in the middle of the field now, and this is Jared O'Connor who gets out to the 40-metre line, but good work again from Helliwell, and Bussey is up into the face of the Leeds Rhinos forward. It is the number 19, so it's Bodine Thompson, former Lee Centurion and Toronto player, of course. Bodine Thompson, he's out there wearing number 19 for the Rhinos and getting bossed by Jack Bussey, just like Zane Tetevano got bossed in the first half. O'Connor in that tackle again for the Rhinos, but it's a good quick play the ball by Craig Hall. He's so fit, he's Craig Hall, he's elastic, he's up to his feet so quickly. Quick play the ball, just a natural athlete as Rovers from the halfway line take it forward with Josh Hardcastle. 10 metres inside the Leeds Rhinos half of the field. Ball comes to Davis now. Spins in the tackle using all his strength. It's Ollie Field, number 31, son of former Featherstone Rovers player Jamie Field, who completed the tackle there on John Davis. Kick comes in from Morgan Smith. It's well taken on that far side, but the chase is excellent from Featherstone Rovers. It was Helliwell who was first to the tackle, and then it was finished off by Josh Hardcastle. I think got a bang in his midriff or his ribs for his efforts, but he's made his way back to the defensive line now, and the Rovers star will continue his work, although he is holding those ribs and breathing pretty deeply, and they might get tested out here as Brad Dwyer, a man who played a game, would you believe, for Featherstone Rovers on dual registration or on loan a couple of years ago. He tests out the ribs of Josh Hardcastle. Kick comes in. It's a pretty poor kick from the Rhinos, and it's easily collected by Gareth Gale. That's a good hit on Gareth Gale though by the Leeds Rhinos. And now it's taken further forwards. The ball will be played by Hall. Tom Holmes is the dummy half. Davis gets the ball onto Bussey. Some changes for the Rhinos. Broadbent has gone to fullback, I can see. But here are Rovers working it down the park. That's a good ball from Bailey Gill, though Luke Briscoe just had to check his run a little bit. But Briscoe gets his nose through the line, and so he gets a good, quick play the ball. So certainly a more youthful look about the Rhinos in this second half. So let's see what the experienced players of Featherstone Rovers can do. Smith gets the ball away to his half-back partner, Tom Holmes. Dab over the top from Holmes, not really asking too many questions though, and Broadbent comes out with the ball at the back for the Rhinos. Good chase though from Featherstone Rovers. Just trying to see who the number 1 is for the Leeds Rhinos, and I'm not too sure who's wearing 1 on their back. Good work again in defence from Featherstone Rovers, restricting the Leeds Rhinos. They're only just coming out of their own 30-metre area now, and that's good work from Connor Jones and from Ben Helliwell, who's got through a mountain of work in this game as Helliwell. Kyle Trout first to the tackle. Connor Jones involved once again. Another good defensive effort from Featherstone Rovers as the Leeds Rhinos play the ball on their halfway line, and they ship it to this right-hand side of the field now. It's Sam Walters, another man we might see on dual registration at Featherstone Rovers this year, and he looks a big unit as well, the man wearing 22 for the Rhinos. Meanwhile, it's Thompson who will play the ball as a head knock, I think, for Luke Cooper. Bussey's trying to alert the referee to that, but Cooper's up on his feet and he's making his way back towards the defensive line. He'll not get there quick enough though, and so his teammates will have to stop this charge from Bodine Thompson, and stop it they do. Good tackle from Tom Holmes. But now that's pretty easy. A good ball there to Sam Walters, played by Ollie Field, a man who he can play half-back, he can play back row, but he certainly put a good ball through there to his young teammate Sam Walters, and Sam Walters scores the opening points of the second half for the Leeds Rhinos, making the score Featherstone Rovers 6, Leeds Rhinos 22. It'll be a different kicker in the second half. Reece Martin is off the field for the Rhinos, so it will be down to Jack Sinfield. Let's see if he has the familiar kicking style of his father, of course, such a great goal kicker. And Leeds number 1, by the way, is Mackenzie Turner. Many thanks to Mark Kirby, people you will know as Markless Palmers, for sending that information through and helping me do my job here. We are one team here today on Rovers TV, and come at you from all across the world as Sinfield lines the kick up, and it's a good kick as well. It's straight, it's through the post and over the upright, and that makes a score. Featherstone Rovers 6, Leeds 24. And we've played probably around 5 minutes of this second half. So Rovers restart. The Rhinos bring the ball away again. First to the tackle once more is Ben Helliwell. Spins away from a couple of tackles there, the Rhinos player, and Dwyer gets them moving again and down the left side. What a great tackle that was from Featherstone Rovers. Kyle Trout, I think it was, with the flying tackle for Featherstone Rovers. Tackle comes in this time from Gareth Gale. Dwyer drills the kick along the ground. Gill, who's operating in the full-back position, as I said I thought he was in the first half of Featherstone Rovers, he gets across and covers the ball, but the kick is too strong, so he doesn't have to take it in. And Rovers restart with a tap on their own 20-metre line. Take it forward now with Briscoe. Luke Briscoe, he's made lots of metres this afternoon as Luke Briscoe for Featherstone Rovers. And he plays the ball there quickly as well. And Connor Jones tries to get on the back of that and earns Featherstone Rovers a set restart. Sinfield brought him to ground, but Connor Jones was quick and the marker defenders weren't set. So infringement from the Rhinos, and Rovers get a new set, and they'll play the first play of the ball is set just on the halfway line. Here's Jack Bussey. Holmes gets the ball across, and that's a good hands by John Davis into the hands of Craig Hall. And another quick play of the ball. He just play the ball moving so quick, does Craig Hall, and that allows the forwards like Callum Field, who's just come on to the playing field for Featherstone Rovers, to benefit from it. Here's Craig Hall once more, operating in the left centre position this afternoon. Such a versatile player, of course. Fifth and last for Rovers. Holmes has got the ball in hand, goes to his half-back partner Smith. Smith kicks a nice ball over to that far side. Well done to the Leeds Rhinos wingman who dropped back in anticipation of that kick, and well done to Luke Briscoe for Featherstone Rovers, who chased it up and completed the tackle. Leeds bringing it away in their own 20-metre area. That's Max Simpson, number 28, plays the ball on his own 20-metre line. Good offload in the tackle, but Bussey was alert to it and he tries to rip the ball out one-on-one. In fact, he succeeds in ripping the ball out, but unfortunately the ball comes up and pops up for Brad Dwyer, so it's back to one for the Leeds Rhinos, who come forward now with Walters. Rides a challenge and turns the other way. The young Leeds Rhinos, number 23, Broadbent, now in the full-back position. Dwyer with the dummy. He's confused the Rovers defence there. Connor Jones is chasing him down. Connor Jones does well to get back after initially being beaten at marker defence, and the tackle comes in. The Rhinos are 15 metres away from the Rovers line. Leeds work it out to that left-hand side, but then they check their run and come back in field, and that allows Featherstone Rovers to complete the tackle. Helliwell once more involved in the tackle, but a short side play now from the Rhinos as Dwyer gets them going on that side. That's a great tackle out there though for Featherstone Rovers. Who was that? I think it was Luke Briscoe with the try-saving tackle out there. The kick comes in, that's too strong again from the Rhinos, so the end of sets are not really so great as the younger halfbacks are taking control. But Featherstone Rovers managed to hold out in defence there, and they get a quick restart with Gareth Gale, who taps the ball to himself on the 20-metre line, made a good 12 metres. And it's a 7-tackle set, of course, this for Featherstone Rovers. Helliwell takes it up to the 40-metre line for Featherstone Rovers. Some substitutes for Rovers. Jack Bussey been the standout performer this afternoon for Featherstone Rovers. He's coming off for a break, as is John Davis. Junior Moores is one of the guys who went on the field. And Trout's out there as well. He hands the ball on, and here is Moores. Ball out the back to Bailey Gill. Ben Helliwell is coming off for a much-earned break as well. He's had a good game, as Ben Helliwell, on his return to Featherstone Rovers. Last played for the club in 2013, would you believe? But Rovers have made a break here, and Junior Moores gets the ball away, as he did so much last season, playing on the left edge. Junior Moores, just a wonderful pass to Craig Hall, and Craig Hall benefited, and Featherstone Rovers have scored their first try of the second half. It was a good pass from Bailey Gill to Moores. He just held onto the ball long enough to suck in the Leeds Rhinos defender and create the space for Craig Hall, and Craig Hall does what Craig Hall does, and he finishes the try and gets himself on the try scorers score sheet this afternoon, does Craig Hall for Featherstone Rovers. Ten minutes of the second half gone, and Craig Hall has scored the first try of the half as far as Featherstone Rovers are concerned, and he'll be trying to convert his own try now. 12 minutes of the second half gone. My apologies. So Hall now lines up this conversion. He's 10 metres in from this near touchline side. He strikes it with the right boot. He's pushed it across the face of goal though. So that'll mean that after 53 minutes of play here at the Millennium Stadium, it's Featherstone Rovers 10, Leeds Rhinos 24. Rovers really lost that play from Junior Moores towards the end of last season, as the big man was struggling with a few injuries, but in the early part and mid part of the season he was absolutely devastating. It's no surprise why Gareth Gale scored the points he did when he was being served up ball like that from the big paws of the big man Junior Moores. Well, this time it was Craig Hall who benefited, but it's the whole team that benefits when Moores is on fire like that. Restart from the Rhinos. Collected on the far side by Jesse Seni-Lefeo, who's back on the field as well for Featherstone Rovers. Spotting the orange boots, plays the ball to the yellow booted Morgan Smith, and then the crowd go up for something over there as Josh Hardcastle bursts a tackle, and he says to the referee, how come I didn't get a penalty there? So there's clearly something in it. The supporters saw it, the player felt it. The referee, Mr. Mikulauskis, did not see a thing. So play goes on. Here's Kyle Trout, sizing up the opposition and pumping his legs. And he's on his knees, but he's up now, looking for quick play of the ball. Gets pretty quick play of the ball. Brett Ferris is on for Featherstone Rovers as well. First time we've had Brett Ferris on the field, so he had some experience. Ball comes out to the left side again. But unfortunately, there's a foot in touch as Mackenzie Turner, he's the man wearing number 1, he just drags the foot of Gareth Gale into touch. But it was good work by Ben Elliwell. I thought Ben Elliwell had gone off, but clearly not. He was just talking to the bench. He's still out there as the number 17 for Featherstone Rovers and having a wow of a game. But it'll be Bodine Thompson to restart for the Rhinos. Rovers get 3 in the tackle again. Jesse Senilifeo, the last of those 3 defenders to rise. Thompson gets the ball on. Moores and Ferris, experienced, Joe. They've got some experience in the pack of Featherstone Rovers. Real good pack of forwards. And they do the work there. And then they've got the youngsters like Callum Field, who just work all day. And Field rushing the defenders there and almost forcing the error. Well, he did force the error, but Broadbent cleaned up at the back for the Rhinos, but they lost position on the play, and they play it from their own 40-metre area. They're up to almost the 30-metre area now, but as Brett Ferris and Kyle Trout complete the tackle for Featherstone Rovers. Kick comes in from Sinfield. Briscoe's underneath it. That's Luke Briscoe for Featherstone Rovers. His brother Tom scored in the first half, but he's gone off, but under some pressure there, he dropped the ball, but well done to Josh Hardcastle there. He read the danger as the ball came out. He stuck his foot out, trapped the ball, and somehow managed to recover possession for Featherstone Rovers. And it's those little efforts, those extra efforts, that really turn a good team into a great team. And that was wonderful work by Josh Hardcastle. Kyle Trout comes off the field for a break. He's had a pretty good performance on his return to Featherstone Rovers. 2015, Kyle Trout last played for Featherstone Rovers. Strangely enough, we actually re-signed Kyle from Limoux Grizzlies. What a name for the French Elite One League side. But he played for Featherstone on dual rates 2014, 2015 did Kyle Trout, and he did play some games on loan at Newcastle last year, but since then he's been at Hull KR, and he's also made many appearances for Dewsbury in the Championship. So Rovers getting back someone that they know, and getting back someone with plenty of Championship and Super League experience. We're underway again. Helliwell carries it forward for Featherstone Rovers. Here's Kopchak, who's returned to the field for Rovers. So Rovers putting the big guns back out there. Connor Jones is the dummy half. Centre field, and it's Callum Field who takes the ball forwards. What a great drive from Callum Field. Was one of the great players for Featherstone Rovers last year, just a workhorse. It's 5th and last for Rovers, so the kick comes in downfield. I think it was Bailey Gill with the kick this time, and it's Bailey Gill who chases, and he's first to the tackle alongside Jesse Senilifeo, and so the Rhinos will bring the ball away from their own 30-metre area. Lefeo again, Senilifeo again in the tackle, this time with Callum Field. Ball taken forward by the Rhinos, but good defence once again in the middle of the park from Craig Kopchak. Short play between the forwards, and Bodine gets the return ball from his counterpart, and then he takes off again and gets into the Rovers 30. It's fifth and last though for the Rhinos, so what have they got at the end of the set, and what can Rovers defend? Sinfield goes high with the kick, again looking towards Luke Briscoe's wing, and again Luke Briscoe is safe under the high ball. This time there's no dramas as he goes to ground, and but the touch judge is on, speaking to the referee. He's seen something, and what's the referee going to give here? Looks like he's going to give a penalty to Leeds. I'm not sure what has gone off there, but anyway, shoulder charge, says the referee. Must have been after the kick was executed, I'm guessing. But anyway, the result is a penalty to the Leeds Rhinos. They're taking it 15 metres away from the Rovers line, and we're underway with a tap. Sinfield gets the ball onto Dwyer, and then onto Walters. He slips as the tackle comes in from Brett Ferris and Callum Field. That's a strong drive from the number 18 for Leeds Rhinos. That's Thomas Holroyd. And he'll play the ball just 2 metres from that line. It's a set restart as well, but it won't matter because Leeds have crossed for another try. That was, well, the crowd aren't happy because no one really understands why that penalty was given. But the defence from Featherstone Rovers was found wanting a little bit there during that set. And Leeds Rhinos cross for what is their second try of the second half. Just trying to check who the Leeds Rhinos try scorer was there. Watching the replay, and in all honesty, I still don't know. Alex Mellor. We think it's Alex Mellor, so we'll give it to Alex Mellor anyway for the Rhinos. Sinfield lines up the conversion. Sinfield is good with the conversion. So that makes the score Featherstone Rovers 10. Leeds Rhinos 30, and we enter the last quarter of this game. 61 minutes played. So we're underway again. The kick chase is good from Featherstone Rovers. Leeds running across field with it, but that's well watched by Tom Holmes. He's carrying some strapping on his left thigh, is Tom Holmes in this second half. Leeds take it to the middle of the field again. This time with Thomas Holroyd. McConnell, who's on for Rovers, completed the tackle, and this time it's Ferris and Kopchak in the middle of the field doing the defensive work. Good defensive set from Rovers. Leeds kick on the last, on the halfway line as Sinfield goes high. Again, they targeting the side of the field of Luke Briscoe, and he's pretty good at kick returns, is Luke Briscoe, so that's a risky move from the Rhinos, but it's what they seem to be doing. And Briscoe plays the ball 25 metres from his own line, and here's his wing partner from the opposite side of the field, Gareth Gale, but this time he's infield looking for more work to take the pressure off the Rovers forwards. The energy has just dropped a little bit from Featherstone Rovers in this second half, and they'll be looking for the lift in this final quarter of the game. Good carry by Jesse Senni-Lefeo. He's got that air bobbing again, and he's almost out to the 40-metre line for Featherstone Rovers. So we're on the front foot now as Junior Moores takes the Rhinos on. He gets up to the halfway line. He got clattered in the back. Strong challenge on him, so he's down on his haunches as Bailey Gill kicks downfield, and the ball is trapped by Leeds Rhinos man, and Luke Briscoe is up there chasing, as is Josh Hardcastle. They managed to complete the tackle, and the Rhinos player is 28 metres from his own line. Mackenzie Turner, he was the man who clattered Junior Moores. He plays the ball 40 metres from his own line, and here's Levi Edwards injecting some pace, but the ball to him was forwards. So the ironic cheers from the crowd tell you that they're happy with that decision. Featherstone Rovers will get the ball back, and they'll get it back in pretty good field position as well, just inside the Leeds Rhinos half of the field, or pretty much on that halfway line. Kopchak will restart. Here's Louis McConnell, takes it forward for Featherstone Rovers. Runs into a lighter blue wall of 3 Rhinos defenders, led by Alex Mellor and Bodine Thompson. Here now is Kopchak. So Rovers looking for a lift, and could this be the set that gives them the lift in this second half? McConnell gets the ball away. Good work again from Featherstone Rovers. They're up to within 25 metres as Tom Holmes plays that ball, and it's Gareth Gales right from dummy half, trying to make quick meters and gets Featherstone Rovers to within 13 metres of the Rhinos line. What have we got here as we get to the back stages of this set? Short ball from Ferris to McConnell. McConnell's held up just a couple of metres short to the right of the uprights. Now it's back with Ferris. Oh, he double pumps the ball and gets it away to Junior Moores, and Moores is over the line. He's got big hands, he controls the ball, he gets 2 hands on it, and Junior Moores puts that ball down. And I said we needed a lift, and where did it come from? It came from the experience of Brett Ferris, showing the ball once, holding on to it, and then passing the ball and bamboozling the Leeds Rhinos defence and creating the opportunity for Junior Moores to score. Still had work to do, had to use his strength, had to stretch out to get that ball down, but get that ball down he did, and that's the second try of the second half for Featherstone Rovers, and it's scored by Junior Moores.
Featherstone Rovers, sponsored by Delta Electrical UK Services. Number 16, Junior Moores.
And Craig Hall has no problems with the conversion, so it's Featherstone Rovers 16, Leeds Rhinos 30, and we're on the 66th minute of this game, so 14 minutes of the game left for Featherstone Rovers. It's been a good, entertaining first pre-season friendly. Bodine Thompson comes off for the Rhinos. As the Rhinos restart, it's taken on the full by Jesse Senilafeo, who returns it himself. Doesn't need anyone else to do that work for him. Hardcastle for Rovers. Thomas Allroyd as well, he's off for the Rhinos. He's limping, but here's Junior Moores, scored that last try, and well, credit to Levi Edwards, he did really well there to stick to Junior Moores as he was trying to fend him off, but Moores did equally well to get to the halfway line, but that's not so good from Featherstone Rovers as the ball just bounces off the chest of McConnell. And so Rovers cough up possession, and Leeds Rhinos come up with it in the middle of the field, and here's, I believe that's Muiz Mustafa who takes the ball forwards. Looks like he's wearing the number 11 shirt. Another man who, of course, has appeared for Featherstone Rovers on dual registration in the past. So Leeds are up to the Rovers 30 with Sam Walters. Carries the ball strongly, does Walters. Edwards is the dummy half. Dwyer gets the ball on to Thompson. He wasn't off the field long. Broadbent joins from the back, but that's great work and great defence by Bailey Gill, and even better work from Jesse Senilafeo, put some pressure on. Unfortunately, it doesn't lead to anything other than another 7 tackles for the Leeds Rhinos, but it was real sharp play that around the dummy half position. Unfortunately, the ball just went forward and Jesse Senilafeo couldn't get it under control, and that's why the Leeds Rhinos have these extra tackles now and are camped on the Featherstone Rovers line. They go to the left now through Sinfield, and again it looks like Mellor, who's reaching out for the line, but he's just short. Good defence there from Featherstone Rovers to prevent Mellor getting his second try of the second half. But is it a matter of time? Mustafa, he tries to go over the top of the Featherstone Rovers defence, but the Rovers defence is up to it. And they're up to it again as Thompson can't get over, but he gets the ball away and then Leeds ship it to that far side, but it's not a good ball from Jack Sinfield. Flies over the top of everyone and goes into touch. So that Rovers defence, it saved them, and they got the break at the end as the Rhinos fluffed their lines with that ball to the wing, and Featherstone Rovers did very, very well and turned over possession, and they'll play the ball 10 metres in front of their own line. Here's Hardcastle again. Bailey Gill's in at dummy half. It's been a pretty good, steady performance on debut from Bailey Gill, just settling into life in the UK and rugby league in Featherstone. Tries some footwork and a sidestep, does Kopchak. Gets his nose through the line, but the three Rhinos defenders manage to bring him to ground. Here's Ferris. Offloads to Holmes, and then he misses out Craig Hall and goes to Ben Helliwell. I think Helliwell's had a great game this afternoon, you know, and takes the tackle this time on the Featherstone Rovers 40. Gareth Gale looking for the middle of the field, just 6 metres gained on the play. It's pretty tough going out there. The pitch is sticky and it's pretty muddy as Bailey Gill kicks downfield. He does turn around the defender this time. It's a good kick. He has to go back to his own in-goal area to collect that ball, and then the Rovers chasers get there and they put the Leeds Rhinos man down 15 metres from his own line. Good defence this time from Field, from Davis, and from McConnell. Ferris in that latest tackle as well. Here's Mustafa. Drives it forward strongly, out of the Leeds 40 before the tackle is completed. Thompson, he gets up to the halfway line. Good defensive set from Featherstone Rovers. Once again, they've competed well, particularly in the middle of the field, but that was a messy play of the ball. And which way is this going? I think it's going to be a handover. Featherstone Rovers ball. So Rovers will start in pretty good field position here, just 3 or 4 metres inside their own half of the field. Craig Kopchak comes off. James Lockwood back on. Rovers going to close the game out. We're into the final 9 minutes of the game, and it's Lockwood who's gone back on, the captain, and he's got the ball in hand now and gets up to the Leeds Rhinos 40. So could be a good set this for Featherstone Rovers. Wildy's back on the field as well. Gill shows the ball but takes the tackle. Wildy's clapping, he wants quick ball. He gets the ball now and gets Rovers underway again. Ball's in the hands of Tom Holmes. Good offload from Holmes to Helliwell. He'll run a good angle. The Leeds Rhinos defence did well. They read it. 2 of them stuck to it. But it's quick play the ball, and here's Craig Hall running across the face of goal and finding a drop-off ball to Lockwood, who's felled by Mustafa, but he's up and plays the ball quickly to Lockwood. So Rovers are on the front foot. Hint of an obstruction. In fact, it was an obstruction. The referee has seen it, so the try is ruled out for Featherstone Rovers. It's set up by Hall, and then Lockwood, and a quick play the ball from Lockwood gave Rovers the opportunity, but they just fluffed their lines, and there was a obstruction, and so that's a Leeds Rhinos penalty, and the first phase of that penalty has gone into touch, and so they'll restart with Levi Edwards from their own 30-metre line. He's felled and pushed back by the tireless Ben Helliwell. Rhinos take the ball to the middle of the field, and then they stay in the middle of the field with Alex Mellor. Dwyer's a dummy half. Short ball to Bodine Thompson, who makes a good 12 metres before Ferris and Davis combine to bring him to ground. Well read that by McConnell, and Lockwood. Good defence from the two Rovers forwards. Fifth and last for the Rhinos. Sinfield's got the ball again. This time he doesn't kick. He gets the ball back on the inside to Thompson. And that comes off a Featherstone Rovers player, but it was a forward pass. So no damage done as John Davis tried to get boot to ball and hack it forwards. He was in danger of giving another set away, but the pass was forward from Sinfield. So Rovers get the turnover. And Bailey Gill will play the ball just outside his own 20-metre area. Tom Holmes coming off the field now for Featherstone Rovers. And Morgan Smith is back on and in that dummy half position. Here's Helliwell once more. Leeds Rhinos defender was out quickly and up in the face of Ben Helliwell. Oh, Bailey Gill took one in the ribs at the back there from Bodine Thompson. That's going to hurt, but seemingly not. He's up and plays the ball pretty quickly. That's a loose pass though from Featherstone Rovers. Fortunately it went backwards, so no damage done as Hardcastle regathers the ball. And here's Luke Briscoe now, looking for meters, looking for the middle of the field again, so Rovers can reset, although it is the fifth and last play, so they got kicking options either way. They come out to the left with Morgan Smith. In fact, they're running the ball. Here's Craig Hall. It is the fifth and last, and he just realises that, so he puts the kick forward. It's a pretty awkward one for Broadbent to take, but he does take it well as he falls in front of himself and dives forward to make the catch, and then the Rovers defenders get there. Edwards runs into John Davis, helped out by Wildy and Helliwell. Edwards is brought to ground. Rhinos go back to the middle of the field again. Here's Muiz Mustafa. The ball's come out and James Lockwood's come up with it. So great defence by the Rovers captain and great awareness to pick up on that loose ball. He didn't rip it out. It was a loss of control from Mustafa, and Lockwood benefited from that, and Featherstone Rovers benefited as a result. And now Rovers, with just 2 tackles gone in the set, are inside the half of the Rhinos. Here's Field taking the ball forwards, looking to finish on his knees so he can get quick play of the ball. He gets that play of the ball to Wildy. Here is Lockwood. Morgan Smith goes through the hands to Craig Hall. Now it comes out to Helliwell. Mackenzie Turner had read that well though and come in from the wing to deny the offload from Helliwell to Gale, who was outside him, and now Rovers on the next play have moved to within 12 metres of the Leeds Rhinos line. Morgan Smith, it's fifth and last play. John Davis has got the ball in hand. Can he get the offload away? He can. It goes to Gareth Gale, and Gareth Gale, the try-scoring machine for last year, has opened his account in 2022. Got to credit John Davis there and Morgan Smith for deciding to play down that left side, and then the skills of the second rower John Davis, but showing the skills of a centre, the strength to free his body to get that offload away, and the beneficiary was Gareth Gale, who scores for Featherstone Rovers in the 76th minute and brings these scores pretty much closer together now. It's Featherstone Rovers 20, Leeds Rhinos 30. So another tough one for Craig Hall. He's just 3 or 4 metres in from this near touchline as he makes this conversion effort. Sends it towards the post. That looks pretty good to me. And the flags from the touch judges confirm that that is a great conversion from Craig Hall. So the score, Featherstone Rovers 22, Leeds Rhinos 30. And we are into the last 3 minutes of the game.
Make some noise for number 5, Gareth Gale. Conversion for Featherstone Rovers, sponsored by East Yorkshire Shutters. Make some noise for number 4, Craig Hall.
So Sinfield restarts. Pretty calmly collected by Bailey Gill. That was firing at his knees, and he just put his hands down and took the ball pretty coolly there, handed it on, and then Featherstone Rovers get out almost to the 20-metre line. So with Hardcastle, he's got through a mountain of work this afternoon as well.
Featherstone Rovers 22, Leeds Rhinos 30.
Luke Cooper back on the field, got the ball in hands, finds an offload to Morgan Smith, and now it's John Davis. Tries to go up the middle of the field and almost breaks the line. And finished on his front, so got quick play of the ball. Good work though from Mustafa around the dummy half position. Craig Hall picks the ball up one-handed, gets Rovers on the way again, finds Bailey Gill. Has to reach behind him, does Morgan Smith, to take that ball, and then he gets an offload away to Helliwell. Leeds Rhinos player was up quickly. It came to Gareth Gale. He was slipping and sliding all over, and the referee is going to give a penalty for something on the far side of the field. The touch judge is on. I think it's going to be a penalty to Featherstone Rovers. I'm guessing for a late hit or a shoulder charge. Anyway, Hall puts the ball into touch. Can Featherstone Rovers finish on a high? We're into the last minute of the game and Rovers have got a new set. Just 17 or 18 metres from the Rhinos line. They bring the ball to the middle of the field and to Morgan Smith. Inside ball to John Davis. He charges, head down. Looking for a quick play of the ball. Wildy's the dummy half. Goes to his right. Here's McConnell. McConnell! Ooh, almost got through Muiz Mustafa there, but he gets a quick play of the ball as well. And Rovers are asking questions here at the end of this game. Held up, just short of the line. They play the ball now. It's with McConnell again. McConnell going for the line. The Rhinos defence remains integral on this occasion, but Rovers have got a couple more plays left to try and breach that. Morgan Smith shows the dummy, goes himself. Rhinos close the door once again. It's fifth and last now for Featherstone Rovers, and the playmaker, their halfback, is playing the ball, so he'll not be kicking the ball. So it falls to Bailey Gill. He decides to pass to Craig Hall. Hall kicks the ball through for the corner. That's a lovely kick. It's collected in the in-goal area by the Rhinos, who go to ground. It's going to be a goal line dropout. So they didn't score the try in Featherstone Rovers, but they did the next best thing. They applied the pressure, and they force Rhinos to give them the ball back. We're into injury time at the end of the game here. 80 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock. But it's Featherstone Rovers who are finishing strongly. I'd mentioned that they'd just gone flat a little bit in the middle of this second half, but they have perked up again and they have finished the game very strongly. Featherstone Rovers scored the last two tries of the game through Junior Moores and Gareth Gale. And the scoreline is 22 points to 30, as you can see. Wildy from dummy half finds Field. Good strong run from Field. Again, looking for quick play the ball. He just does the basics very, very well, does Callum Field. Ball is handed on and it comes to Morgan Smith now, and the ball comes out to Gareth Gale on the wing. He runs against the grain, back on the inside. He's going to go in for the try. What a superb finish from Gareth Gale. Oh, he's held up, says the referee. Unlucky. It deserved a try because it was a wonderful, amazing run from Gale, who come in off his touchline, and he thought he'd got the ball down, but referee said he was held up, and so Rovers will restart again. Charging towards the line once more are Featherstone Rovers. Working it out to the right hand side. That's a good quick ball. It comes to Luke Briscoe. Now Luke Briscoe goes against the grain. He's trying to do what Gareth Gale so nearly did just a minute before, and he's held just 1 metre short. Great stuff though from Featherstone Rovers at the end of this game. Smith gets it onto Davis. Davis gets the ball out the back. It's on the floor though, and Gareth Gale has to go down for it and scoop it up. He gets the ball away backwards, but now too much play from Featherstone Rovers, and it's the Rhinos who come up with the ball. But Rovers were trying everything, trying to score the try there. Gareth Gale went so close. Luke Briscoe went so close too, and it's a good finish to the game from Featherstone Rovers. It's Rhinos with the ball now though. They're trying to bring it out of their own 20. They do that. That's a good run under some pressure there from the wingman. It was Tyndall. And now trying to break up the middle of the field are the Rhinos, but Brett Ferris just completes the tackle, and there goes the full-time hooter. It's finished. Featherstone Rovers 22, Leeds Rhinos 30. It was a very, very entertaining game. We've seen some of the stars from the Rhinos, we've seen some of the youngsters in the second half, but a Leeds Rhinos youngster is a high quality rugby league player, and Featherstone Rovers, they have given Leeds Rhinos a really good game here this afternoon. 6 points to 18 it was at half-time. Just the one try in the first half for Featherstone Rovers through Jack Bussey, who had a mammoth game for the 60 minutes or so that he was on the field. Ben Helliwell is the other one I would call out, who also had a really, really strong game for Featherstone Rovers. But as I say, 18 points to 6 it was at half-time. The Leeds Rhinos, they scored the first try of the second half through Sam Walters, and then Rovers hit back with a try on 52 minutes from Craig Hall. 10 points to 24 it was then. Hall couldn't convert. And then Leeds, they looked like they might be getting dominant in the game at the three-quarter stage. Alex Mellor crossed. Jack Sinfield converted. 30 points to 10 it was at that stage. And I said Rovers needed a lift. They got that lift when Junior Moores went back on the field, when Brett Ferris went back on the field, Kopchak went back on the field, Lockwood went back on the field. The experienced campaigners were out there. Rovers got the lift, and that gave the boys confidence to play. Junior Moores got one of the tries as he reached out after good interchange with Brett Ferris on 65 minutes. And then Gareth Gale, that was converted as well by Craig Hall, and then Gareth Gale, he completed the try scoring for Featherstone Rovers with a nice finish on the left edge. Rovers went close again at the end. Again, Hall converted that Gareth Gale try, and that made the final score. Featherstone Rovers 22, Leeds Rhinos 30. We hope you've enjoyed that first coverage of the season on Rovers TV. I think the boys enjoyed the game. I think Brian McDermott will take a lot from that game, and it's great to be up and running. You'll join us again next week when Featherstone Rovers play Wakefield Trinity in another pre-season friendly game, and then it's to league action where championship points are up for grabs. It'll be the Monday night game, the televised game on Premier Sports, but you can join us on Rovers TV. I'm sure we'll be at the LNER Stadium on that night when the York City Knights will take on the Featherstone Rovers. But we'll leave you from the Millennium Stadium where this great pre-season friendly has finished. It's a win for the Rhinos, but it's a very creditable performance from Featherstone Rovers. It's finished Featherstone Rovers 22, Leeds Rhinos 30.